I'm Sonia from Eco Enclose, and I'm here today to show you our Eco Enclose sample kit. This will come in our TL32E box, and it has a number of different popular items in popular sizes inside. I'm going to start on top first here. This is our poly mailer, 100% recycled. And this is used for shipping mainly apparel or other kind of textiles or soft goods. We also have a little card here with our hemp twine. You can't see that very well, but you can check out the image on the website and see what that hemp twine looks like. It's a nice smooth twine and great for tying on hang tags or closing up items once you wrap them. We've got a number of different sticker options here. We have 4 different ones in our sample kit. We do have more available on our website that you can check out. We do have a Eco Enclose We Care card in each of our sample kits. These are free with any order. Complimentary, of course, but you do need to add them to your cart. The We Care cards are inserts that you can put into your shipments, and that will tell your customers that you're using sustainable and recycled packaging. These are our retail boxes. They come flat, but you will go ahead and fold them up for use. Flaps on the top and the bottom. And these are for retail or internal packaging. We can print these for a quantity of 10,000, but this one is a paperboard box, so not generally for shipping purposes. We have a sample of our green wrap. This is just the die-cut paper portion, and then this is the tissue paper portion inside. So this looks a little bit different than what comes in our dispenser, but we just clipped out a section of the green wrap. And once you get that sample, you can pull that apart and see what the product looks like after you're done wrapping. So we have that in the brown and the white version. This is our white tissue paper. We also have a craft color, and we have custom print options. This one is 100% recycle, as is most of our items here. And this one is only available in one size sheet. This is our craft mailer, the 6x10. So this is our value mailer in the paper version, 100% recycled. This is our this is our apparel mailer. This one has some expansion creases. You probably cannot see those in the video, but once you put your item in there, it will expand to add a little bit of height to your mailer in case you have a product with some height. The apparel mailer is, as it's named, for apparel, clothing, textiles, and is more of a heavy-duty paper option. This one is another craft mailer. This one has the gusset, whereas that first one was flat. This one does have the gusset on the side. You can see that it tapers from one end and opens up on the opening here so that you can put items with a height inside. This one is our tabloid rigid mailer. This is the only mailer that we have that doesn't have an adhesive strip. That is because this is a very heavy-duty paper board. I have a hard time squeezing it, and that's because this one is used for shipping art prints or photos or anything that cannot be bent. The reason that there is no adhesive strip is because this is such a heavy-duty material that the adhesive would have a hard time sticking. So this one just has those tab locks, which you insert in, and then if you'd like a little bit of extra security, you can put a piece of tape Now, on to our bubble mailer. This is our smallest size bubble mailer, 2 adhesive strips. 52% recycled on this one, and can be recycled along with other plastic films. So this is one of our cushioned mailers, and this is the poly version. And we'll try to find our paper padded mailer since we just did the cushioned poly. This is the cushioned paper mailer, which is called our padded mailer. It has a emaciated shredded newsprint inside, and that's sandwiched in between 2 layers of the craft paper. So this would be our paper version of the cushioned and our poly version of the cushioned. This one is 100% recycled. This is our newer craft bag. This one does not have an adhesive strip, it's just a bag that's open. You could seal it with a sticker if you needed to, or just leave that open, depending on your needs. This one is our paper shopper, the smallest size. We do have 4 sizes available, and this would be for retail or gifting. And this is our Vela glassine bag. It used to be called just the glassine bag, but because Vela is a very popular product and that's what the product is known as, we added the Vela in front. This is an FSC certified white paper. It is translucent and curbside recyclable because it is paper. It does have our recycled information on the back, as you can see, and an adhesive strip on the top. Generally used for apparel or other textiles. Oh, sorry, and this is an internal option, so not for shipping. As is that craft bag, an internal option. So we will put those together. This one is our rigid self-seal mailer. So this is another rigid mailer that we have. This one does have an adhesive strip on it and bends a little bit more than the tabloid rigid mailer, but still good for art prints and photos. So that's another option with the adhesive for the rigid. 100% recycled. Our EcoX mailer, which is another paper mailer. This would kind of be mid-grade between our apparel mailer and the craft mailer. So the craft mailer value the EcoX in the middle. This one does have a little bit of waterproofing on it and 100% recycled. And then the apparel mailer is the heavy duty option. So again, this one could be used for apparel or other flat items. And now on to our ecoband. This one is for wrapping items such as textiles, really good for t-shirts. So you would roll your t-shirt up and then wrap that around and seal it with either a glue stick or glue tabs or a sticker. That's just another way to package a textile, is to roll it up. An ecoband. We also have some other sizes of the poly mailers inside. This is our larger size, and that's why that's folded up quite small. And then we have our gray version, which is exactly the same as the ivory, just a different color. We have 2 of our flap and seal bags in here. These are internal bags, and as you can see, we have one that has printing, that has our small logo and the suffocation warning on the bag, and also the recycled details. We also have that flap and seal bag, just a blank version. And these do have an adhesive strip, which is resealable. So if you pack your clothing or other items inside and the customer needs to return it, that's a great option because you can reseal that. These are also 100% recycled and recyclable with plastic films, just like our poly mailers and our bubble mailers. We also have a pack of our packaging papers in the different colors and weight options available. And that will tell you on the back the weight of the paper for each one. With the packaging papers, we have the different weights because of the uses for the paper. Let's say our 40-pound paper, good for normal void fill. We have an indented kraft, which is a heavier duty paper with a texture, good for wrapping heavier duty items. So you can check out all of the options together. And we have our water activated tape samples. These are the only tape samples we have available because adhesive tapes are very difficult to send as a sample. They generally come off their backing during shipment, so we only offer the water activated tape. And that's our three options: the reinforced with the printing, that's our thoughtfully printed stock tape. We also have the blank non-reinforced water activated tape, and then the blank reinforced water activated tape. And getting to the bottom here, we have some different shipping label options. This you can't see quite with the camera, but this one is our 8.5 by 5.5 craft sheet labels. This one, the labels extend all the way to the edge of the paper and have the split in the middle. Not sure if you can see that. They split in the middle so that once you print them, you can just take the label off and put that on your mailer or your box. Then we have the craft, which is the 6.5 by 4.5. This one has the label cut out of the sheet, and there are 2 per sheet for you to use. We also have our zero waste option. The zero waste meaning that the backing is curbside recyclable. With our craft labels, that one is a standard liner, unfortunately, but we do take those back. So save those and just email us and we'll give you a return label and we will recycle those for you. As I mentioned, these are curbside recyclable, the zero waste sheet labels. And again, we have the 8.5 by 5.5 size, which extends to all the way to the edge. This one does have the square corners. And then the 6.5 by 4.5, this one has a rounded corner on it. Those are able to be used in all home printers. And lastly, we have our corrugated bubble. So corrugated bubble comes as a sheet in whatever size you choose. And then you can either use that as a cushion in your box like this, or you can pull it apart and you can scrunch it up and use it as a fill inside of your box. And last but not least, again, this is our box that comes as the container for the sample kit, and this is a box that is available on our website in the dimensions that you choose.